Alright, welcome back, ladylads and gentlelads. My name is Smastian, and we're continuing with the Armageddon's Blade campaign. For which I could continue making puns in the title of these, streams. But, well, there's just not that much of the campaign left. Now, we have a fair chunk of stuff we could potentially take advantage of. You're pretty close to a town already. I sort of wanted an upgraded training grounds, quite frankly, but, yeah, I think we're gonna keep things simple. Just keep things real simple. Upgrade you because, as regular griffins, you're sort of jank. And honestly, that's a good enough unit assortment. Think I'll take some of these. Every extra griffin helps. And I can save a little bit of money by ignoring halberdiers. Don't quite need them so much at the moment. Anyway, we'll stack some bonuses here. Plenty of wood piles I'm gonna have to start going after. In here, resource silo, all I need is 5,000. Just need a quick 5,000. Okay, these need an upgrade. You are armed with angels, so that is beautiful. My question is, why are these regular cavaliers as opposed to champions? You get to stay at home. And yeah, that's how we're gonna organize our dude there. Sure, we dive right into getting one of these. Which is to say, a pond of the gems. And now my major issue is, where do I have a ore pit? Ore pit's pretty important, and Roland is maxed at a 24th level. Okay, that's where we have an ore pit. Good. Sort of glad I went back for it. Hey there, Donald. Welcome, welcome. One of your favorite game series? Definitely some games look better with a mix of 2D and 3D graphics of the day. Yeah, they did pretty good with this one, although some of the 3D did not age all that well. Especially for the hero portraits. They should have just kept these as 2D. Same as with this guy. But they didn't, so oh well, whatever. Throng of Magooglies. We can not have to care about that. Yeah, we'll give him basic wisdom. Yeah, slight buff to attack. You'll love to see it. We already seem to have a capital somewhere. This place needs a city hall. You have the capital. You're okay. We'll give you a resource silo, however. I know I shouldn't be trading away gems like this, but I do want my money economy to, you know, get on point. Yeah, investing in casual resource silos ain't no big deal. And our boy Roland is good to keep wandering. Do you have a mage book? Yes, you do. Okay, that's nice. Do you have a mage book? No, you don't. Okay, well, you're gonna have to stop back in town later. Yeah, we'll give you basic wisdom as well. Yeah, buy yourself one of those. Anything I particularly want? Do I go for the monastery? I think I do, just because I'm eventually gonna need angels. Is there anything else that I can do? Potential resource silo necessity. I mean, it's good to have resource silos just up and running. This place could use a resource silo as well, although I don't exactly have the, screw it. It's a little bit of a waste of money, but we'll deal. A letter arrived in your encampment last night from Catherine. You lit up like a child at solstice time. The note smelled of many things, the most important being her special perfume. The one never mind, I'm not making that joke. The one you loved so much for her to wear. My dearest Roland, I write you to bring you bad news. My spies have reported the Cregan hero called Zeron has achieved the unthinkable. He has built Armageddon's blade. Be warned, for I fear he is sending a great force to your position. Come back safe to me and give my best to General Kendall. I know you will succeed, for I have faith in you both. Well, ain't that just sweet of her? Sure, basic fire magic, whatevs. Making sure that all of my castle towns have castles in them. That'd be pretty good. Week 1 angels, I think, are off the table. Oh, this place is a portal of glory. That's nice. Well, Roland is making his merry way over there, so it's okay. Do I strictly need that? I think the answer is no. Okay, we'll give you basic air magic, because why not? Sure, I guess you get to have artillery. Magic University is actually going to be pretty crucial. Just so we can get our boy the much-needed Earth Magician. How far away from a portal of glory here? Sulfur and gems not looking too pretty. But ultimately it's okay. Cool, as I expected. Easy clap. Give this guy this. Where does this lead? Hello there. Fancy meeting you fine folks here. We will definitely pick these up. Definitely pick this up. This is also good. And why not? A little bit of a clover, just for good luck. Okay, and with this we could potentially have really decent stats. Or at least spellcasting. But I digress. A message came in late last night that some scouts located an island east of Phaler-on-Sea. That was unapproachable. The glitter of gold could be seen on its shores. Perhaps this is where the dreaded Regnan pirates' treasure troves are kept. The trouble is, how does one get to the island? There must be some way, either a tunnel or monolith. Yeah, I think I found the monolith that takes us there. Okay, you know what? This should be a pretty doable fight for just some random-ass hero. But it's a fight that's better done inside a castle. Okay. Now I'll continue giving our boys stat bonuses. This guy can, for now, gallivant, and then there we had the problem. Well now. Yeah, no way was that survivable. Okay. We do have some extra angels to rely upon, and I think I'm gonna make them bigger angels. Alright, we don't actually have the gems to do that with. Whatever. Oh, that dude sort of gets to prance around up there. Oh, he flies. Hey there, Tomasz. Welcome, welcome. Look who's streaming again. I know, right? As General Kendall prepares to address his troops for the morning, a timid farmer is brought before him. This farmer tells the noble general of the encroachment by these wicked devilkin and how he feels they are the ones responsible for stealing his cattle. General Kendall, being the diplomat that he is, made the farmer feel that he personally was going to see that this man's cattle was returned or avenged. The farmer leaves, contented and assured, as he knows that Morgan Kendall is a man of his word. Okay. We have... We have some business to attend to, and that business is chiefly of the pass along any decent artifacts caliber. Immunity to blind is actually pretty useful. Yep. More or less expected. Fountain of Fortune. No special fortune bonuses for us. I think our fellow here will have to content himself with just acquiring stats and going south. Okay, so we're already starting off the fight pretty nasty. Well, we can blind that idiot. This should do just fine. Hey there, Unkindly. Welcome, welcome. How far am I in the game so far? I am about halfway through the Armageddon's Blade campaign. Okay, yeah, you can just eat the retaliation from this nerd. Jeez, they sure have a defense skill. Well, I'm gonna blind you next. Really? It eats an entire angel. Damn. Okay. No, we're not gonna be losing angels here. Not gonna let that happen. I think we'll blind you. You can't reach. You can potentially do something. Although not if I have my way. Interesting choice. What a cheeky, cheeky thing to do. Just hitting me with an entire Inferno spell. Alright. Fine. I can deal with this. Yep, pretty normal numbers there. And okay, troop replenishment time. Yeah, the rest of this can sort of stay the way it is. Yeah, we'll just buy this hero so she can do the following. Sure, things are back under control. And given that things are back under control, I think we start making pushes towards enemy territories. Or, you know, they push towards me. Heck of a way to start out, but alright. Yeah, 70 points of damage doesn't do me much good. Whatever, just blind that. It's okay for now. Oh wait, that's within range of the fucking Cerberus. Forgot about that. How is Canada? Is the maple syrup still flowing strong? Certainly something like it. Okay, cool. We got some decent artifacts for our boy. All 4 primary skills get a +2. You'll love to see it. So far, though, the Boots of Speed and Equestrian's Gloves, I think, are more important. Yeah, even hit me up with a quick cape of velocity there. Okay, we will need a stables in order to upgrade that. For now, however, Kendall boy, you can just sort of sit pretty in this area. Yeah, getting that spell power isn't really worth it for me at the moment. What is worth it, however, is getting all of my spell points back, because I am doing a bit poorly on that. And I might as well take it up to 120. Cool. And now we'll increase our movement rate over land. And dive right in. Cool, once again, acceptable outcome. This place gets rocked. You'll love to see it. Give me some extra spell power. Spell power is something that our hero is struggling with. Okay, this is fine. Next thing we're gonna do is get that upgraded Griffin's Tower. Oh, you need a stables too. Okay. Right, upgraded monastery, just make sure everything's more or less on the same page. Good. Okay, there's another one of these Inferno towns. This one should be a little bit more difficult. Acceptable outcome. Um... Attack and defense +2 is better than attack +3 on its own. Also, this Cape of Velocity is better than the Crystal Production. Currently. Do you have a... Where was it? Wisdom. Expert Wisdom. You do have it. Okay, we've given you Fly. You're pretty fly for a white guy. Do 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 do. Okay, over here we're struggling. Implosion. Implosion's actually going to be a pretty important one. Do you have Castlegate? Yes, you do. Cool. And now you have Implosion. Now you can teleport back to Death's Gate. And we can continue our merry romp through these enemy lands. A young centaur messenger arrives this morning just after breakfast was being cleared up, presenting you a message from Gelu. You thank the young scout and the centaur trots off to return to his master. You open the letter and read its contents. My lord and husband of my queen, I have sent Chryslay here with this message to report on our status. Our guerrilla actions are proceeding well and the enemy is feeling the sting of loss due to our attacks. He has been pulling back steadily, but I have lost a great many men doing it. I have begun integrating the troops from our new allies and have found them to be very effective. They fight hard and well. You would do well to trust them, for they are loyal and fierce. Good fortune be with you, my lord. May the light always shine upon thee. Gelu, Captain of the Forest Guard. Cool, cool. Yep, that's sort of what I was afraid of. Let's see. I should probably be able to trounce this. Yeah, that's decent outcome. Okay, still fly, still no town portal. No real noteworthy permastats to pursue. You already visited this, didn't you? Yes, you did. Okay, there we have an enemy hero. That is certainly worth pursuit. Okay, get you gone. Who do we else get gone? Basic logistics is a fine thing to pick up. Yep, as per usual, the thing we're most lacking in is just sulfur. Okay, Dimension Door is going to be very helpful, even if we don't have Town Portal. Another place to min-max mages guilds is actually in here. Images and sounds swirl through your mind as you sleep, terrible images brought forth from your damaged soul which cries out for peace of mind. You had been held captive for nearly 7 years and the torture inflicted upon you was unimaginable. Now you suffer the ill effects of those 7 years. The dream is the same every time. You are locked in a cell, the walls made of some dank, cool, grey stone, with a single door the only egress. You are chained to a bed, your flesh crawling with bugs of some sort, and forced to listen to the screams of the tortured souls that accompany you on your road to hell. The sickening sounds of a whip cracking on flesh tear at your very being with each snap and wail from the lash's victims. You struggle to be free of this terrible nightmare, but are instead dragged down even further. As the sounds of suffering continue, your door is opened and several grotesque figures enter the cell, unchain you, and drag your near-useless body out into a courtyard. There you are placed in the stocks and have your skin slowly peeled away. You try desperately not to cry out, but can only hold out for so long. While you are being flayed alive, you catch a glimpse of the demon's lords, all of who are laughing at the helpless king. You grit your teeth at the pain and hold back the tears that want to flow heavily. After finishing their fun, they throw you back in your cell, healed of the wounds but not relieved of the pain. Unable to move from the sheer agony of your injuries, you simply lie there, writhing in a near-fetal position. Lifting your head from the cold stone floor, you peer through eyes swollen shut from fists, and see the spectral face of your twisted brother laughing at you. Archibald's dream ghost points at you and laughs a chilling laugh, one that angers you beyond your knowing. You have never been so helpless as then. Not since your banishment during the Succession Wars have you felt so alone. You want to die, to simply cease to exist, but the devils come again and whisk you away to be beaten once more. As they reach for your arms and your eyes shoot open and you curl deeper into your bedding. This is not the first night that this nightmare has visited you, but is the first time in many weeks. You must find a way to quiet these inner demons, something to chase away the nightmares once and for all. Right. We're building up these mages guilds. Chain Lightning is a good spell to have. So is more Chain Lightning. Okay, you have a Mage's Guild level 4. You need to improve your Mage's Guild. What am I missing? Once again, these items. Meteor shower is pretty useful. You stand atop a small rise and look out over the Great Lake, eyes filled with tears, for today is the 16th anniversary of your son Nikolai's birth, and here you are, far away fighting a war. The pang of loss and the grief of missing your son fuels your depression even more. What with the nightmares returning and now this, life did not seem very fair. In a far-off land, your son is becoming a man while you stay here to battle these accursed demons once more. You hope this time will be the last. You have had enough of war. Okay. Sadness. Honestly, this mission ended up being way easier than I expected it to be. You just get given so many starting units that it's a little bit funny. Cool. Yeah, your next level up is far enough away that I'm just gonna go to this tree. Yeah, hit you with some expert logistics. Oh, now that is fascinating. Yes, I do hope they take that town, so that I can get another option at Town Portal. Good. Ooh. Hey there, Maury. Welcome, welcome. Gaming? We most certainly are. We're most certainly gaming. Power gaming, might I add. Still no town portal, sadly. Good, we pursue one more permastat bonus. Oh, fascinating. There was a place over here. Cool. Where do we have Kendall? Okay, yeah, you're getting sent, north now. Because there are things you have to deal with, sadly. Damn it, still no town portal. We've hit up literally every town on the map. Tragic. And here we buy some random-ass hero just for this. You know, just a little bit shy. Unfortunate. Good. Job done. Really easy mission, just figured I'd farm as much as I could. Anyway. Defeat all EFL armies in the region. Advance to level 24. All skills will carry over. Start with Angel Feather Arrows. Start with upgraded Dangeroid arches or endless sack of gold. I think we'll go with angel feather arrows.
In my operations, information is always scarce and never given full trust. Now, I am told the elemental confluxes we have encountered have allied with Queen Catherine in her war to destroy King Lucifer Cregan. I have orders to move deep into Eoful, behind the main Cregan force Catherine holds at the border. There, I am to cut off any potential escape route. I pray this is not a trap.
Flaming bird. The message sent last night told you the following. Gelu, you have been doing well thus far in your guerrilla attacks, but the time has come to make our push towards the Eoful capital city of Krila, and end this once and for all. While my husband and I march from the south, you are to invade through Avli and cut off any escape route the Kriegans may have. I do not wish to be traversing the Eoful countryside looking for this King Lucifer. We cannot allow him to use Armageddon's blade, not now, not ever. Do not fail me, my loyal Gelu. Too much is at stake. Too much steak. Okay. You are sitting pretty dandy right here. A whole dragon for you as well. Well, in we go, I suppose. Some war prancers. The dragon is a most welcome addition. Yeah, we can start up a crystal economy, why not? And we'll grab one of you. What level are you right now? Level 12. You do have Town Portal, which is excellent. What's your, you're at Advanced Wisdom, okay. Yep, your archery skill is even better. We do not like you, you die now. Solid. Solid thing to tell a man. You've got a lot of fishy dudes, you've got a lot of fiery dudes. You're an earth elemental dude. Why do you have fire elementals? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, you're level 18, she's level 18. Son of Erebus almost here. They's are gonna paste you for attacking us. Will they, though? A letter arrives from Queen Catherine by Griffin Rider. The rider, in an obvious hurry, simply leaves the letter without even so much as dismounting the great winged beast. Upon ripping open the sealed message, you read in total shock and disbelief. Gelu, my faithful servant, I am sending this letter to inform you the nobility in Arathia is becoming increasingly difficult to work with on this war. They are beginning to refuse to support me with monies and supplies. Troops are even beginning to be withheld or delayed. They tell me they consider this war at its end. Little do those short-sighted fools understand the gravity of the situation we face. As such, I am recommending we utilize our newfound allies more, as we shall need them to win this war. I have a plan to deal with the nobles, but the timing must be just right. Good luck, we are all counting on you, Catherine. Your entrails shall decorate our lair. Flee now, for it is your only hope of salvation. Duly noted. Well, we'll have the golden bow for our boy very shortly. Stemming the tide of escaping refugees when one is looking for the enemy is never an easy task, and this time is no exception. Your troops are combing the countryside, seeking out those who would be fleeing their homeland in an attempt to cheat fate. You have been ordered to put pressure on the Kriegans from the north, and that you shall. Towards that end, you have set up several teams of people whose job it is to watch the floods and look for potential targets. One of these teams sent word they had captured a rather important refugee, quote-unquote, the Arbiter candidate named Celine. Under orders from you, he was brought to you immediately for questioning. After several hours of questioning, Celine finally broke and gave the following information. Zeron indeed does have the blade and is intending to use it very soon. Also, Celine mentioned a great smith who was convinced to make the weapon. Pressing, Celine refuses to give up the name of the smith. You figure it is unimportant for now. The fact of the matter is the blade is real and unleashed upon the world. Now the difficult part is to locate the weapon and deal with it. Celine, in chains, will be taken to Stedwick to stand trial for his crimes. Get wrecked, nerd, I suppose. Yeah, we'll hit you with expert wisdom, keep hitting you with, skills. Is it gonna be worth taking this witch's hut? Answer, a resounding no. Resounding nope. Okay, we give you this and this. We'll hold on to the fire elementals, because we have no reason not to. Isn't this supposed to be a combination artifact already? I have the Bow of Cherrywood, Angel Feather Arrows, and Unicorn's Mane. So I should have the Bow of the Sharpshooter. We's gonna eat your knuckles, shouts the leader. Knuckles, knuckles, chant the rest of the familiars at his back, peeking out from behind the leader. Brave warriors indeed. If Yuza sees big sons of Erebus, Yuza gonna be scared. Weeza are. Why do they sound like Gungans? Why do the familiars sound like Gungans? Whose idea was this? I have been neglecting this town a little bit. Advance no further, meat. Our flames of purification shall be your end if you defy us. Or, you know, you were sorely mistaken on that front. Lots of reading. A note is delivered to you via a strange messenger, a corpse spiked to a tree. When you get the note, you are told of how it was delivered. This makes you wince slightly, as it was truly cruel. The note reads, "To the murderer Gelu, this is the only warning you will receive and is to inform you I will be killing you and all that you love as you have done to me. This message is revenge for my mother, you monster. Zeron, leader of the Sons of Erebus and bearer of Armageddon's blade. Confused, you have to think back on those that you had slain recently, but no women come to mind. There was a succubus on that raid 2 weeks ago, but the thought of her being anyone's mother was the furthest thing from your mind, as she was trying to drink your soul." Well, whatever. We have the Bow of the Sharpshooter functionally assembled anyway, so... it's all good in the hood. And these dragon cliffs are not happening this week. Nevermore shall you walk in the light. The sons of Erebus are on their way. Ye shiver in despair, for the sons of Erebus shall feast upon thy bloodied husks. I think not. Okay, we now have slightly better stats. I'm gonna go hit up the Enchanted Spring quick. And we have another delivery of artifacts to make to Gelu in just a moment. So we'll send Erdemon on his way to accomplish that. Yeah, you guys are having a bit of a putz about, that's okay. A few more war ponies to add to the stack. We shall organize the troops as follows. Okay, good. Stat line is pretty decent. And Erdemon can now go slink off into his little castle while Gelu takes the brunt of the combat. Do I want to give him an extra spell power point? I sort of do. Kieran, one of your most trusted scouts, reports that yesterday his team was on a watchdog patrol of the area near Mortanis. There, they have watched as a group of demons tried to sneak across the border into Avli, but before this team could act, the devils were cut down by a horde of smallish humanoid warriors wielding slings and short swords. While the numbers of these little people were not very numerous, the demons never stood a chance. They did manage to slay a few, but not enough to make an account for themselves. When the demons were all dead, the little people disappeared into well-hidden tunnel entrances. Kieran and his team were stunned by the swiftness and ferocity of the attack, but eventually went down to take a look at the battlefield. The little people were in fact halflings. It has been believed by many that the halflings who used to live in Eofol were all killed, but apparently this is not true. Interesting. Actually, we'll take your knowledge skill up by another point. Okay. We, the lesser sons of Erebus, shall not allow you to pass. Stand fast and die, else turn your tail and flee from us. We neither ask quarter nor shall give it. And so they get chopped down like the pigs they are. Oh boy, the spell of mirth. You see ahead what appears to be a battlefield with several dozen dead on both sides of the conflict. The dead demon's ichor fills the mid-morning air with a crisp smell of evil. while their opponents' corpses confirm the rumors that the halflings want their land back. Sickened by the hundreds of dead halflings, you are forced to leave the scene or retch. Your men are not so lucky, for not all of them have horses as agile as yours and must pass through the carnage much more slowly. Many empty their stomachs, adding to the virtually impregnable wall of odors assaulting them as they march. Yeah, might as well pop in here, pick up some stuff. Actually, wait a second. Could I build that yesterday? Yes, I could. Okay, cool. There we go. Now things are a little bit more appropriate. Probably should have purchased a treasury last week. Yes, immunity to blind is significantly more important. Some Equestrian's gloves will certainly hit the spot. Attack defense +2 is not a bad item to have on hand. So we shall exchange a couple of things. And the Cards of Prophecy, in retrospect, were a dumb purchase because I have expert luck. But oh well. Although there is something I can do here. And that is put all of you up as an experience bonus. These I'm actually going to hold on to for a second. There it is, basic logistics. Finally, we have a good skill to round out the tree. Also, the Orb of Silt is useful because I do have Meteor Shower, which currently does 400 points of damage with my present spell power, but I'll do about another 200 more as soon as I pick up that orb. A letter is delivered by Griffin Rider this morning bearing the seal of the King of Enroth. Opening it quickly, you read it twice to make sure you know its contents completely, then destroy it. It reads as follows. Gelu, this letter is to inform you my army is on the move. General Kendall is returning to Stedwick to deal with some political problems back home, but his presence is felt with us still. You've done an excellent job thus far with your skillful guerrilla tactics and have the enemy scrambling. Keep up the good work and may the light shine upon you, Roland. Now, the big question I have for myself is, I have basic air magic. Okay. We'll take out the Bow of Elven Cherrywood, just in case we ever do run into combat, and put the Orb of Silt in its place. All this talk of the Sons of Erebus has you wondering, so you summon a runner to visit with Judge Fairweather and deliver a message. Knowing the judge to be the wisest sage in all of Antagarich, you send this runner with a long list of queries on subjects broad and narrow. Your priority is to keep the demon hordes from fleeing your way, but it never hurts to know thy enemy. Okay, that's been taken care of. There's nothing really in there to pose a problem to me. Some upgraded Cliffs of the Dragon, good, good. And we'll send you on a supply run of sorts. Yeah, we'll wait until we get our hands on that supply con. Ooh, hello. Astonishing that they would have chosen to do this on their own willingly, but fine. Yeah, because we have 600 points of damage at our disposal. I'm wondering if I should go blind first. Blind is still like the most powerful spell here. Although Meteor Shower was also a pretty good shout, I think. Yeah, that Inferno spell is a little bit nasty. Also the mass slow. And he decides to screw off like some merry bimbo. Okay. Well, so much for that. I guess... Yep, not much changed there. Plus some spell power. Do I get Dimension Door now? I do get Dimension Door. And I should probably be able to catch up with that guy before long. Yep, just like so. Do I wish to retreat? I'd say they are overwhelming. I think I can equalize, though. The devils I can blind, I think. Next round. Well, that sucks. Nah, there's a better way to take this fight. I think the blind actually has to go down there because I keep forgetting I have full map sniping capability. Yeah, like that. Okay, where does the blind go down first? I think you're the most annoying unit to deal with. Slow you down now. Cool. That works. That works way better. Let's hit up some advanced or expert earth magic. How much does this give me? +2 power versus +1 to all primaries? I think +1 to all primaries is actually decent. Helmet is good. And... Huh. Well, if I just had a little bit more spell... Yeah, I think I'm gonna need 2 turns before I can actually town portal anywhere proper. Okay. Swap new troops in. Definitely taking these, and these. You can have the dragons back. I'd prefer to have some of those. I'll take these. The tree boys are a little bit useless, but shucks, that's the way it be sometimes. Oh well. You, unfortunately, have to stay in here until your mana regenerates. Okay, we've got Berserk, but we don't have Expert Fire Magic, so it doesn't matter. Okay, town portal me over to Khaldun, I guess? Or Khaldun. Good, you'll love to see it. Now, we've got some choices, some extra ones. Shackles of War is actually pretty decent. Although we don't really need Shackles of War. Ring of the Wayfarer is pretty nice. I suppose it doesn't much matter, though. Your spies report several halfling guerrillas have won a minor victory and taken the supply route from the south away from the Kriegans. They shall not hold it long, for the sons of Erebus have begun to rally. If you hurry, you can aid them in getting their homeland back. They are timid, so do not expect them to help you openly. We'll slow everything, take some weight. You get destroyed. Okay, fine. Meteor shower is a thing that happens. Lightning bolt does 440 something, you do 700, let's just meteor shower your stupid ass. Your health is fine. Murk some demons. Oh, there was still these sitting in the back. Oh, hello. I'm like, why is this not over yet? I thought I completely destroyed these fools. Turns out, I missed. I missed a rather important bunch of them. Okay, and you're, doodle fucking around down there, which is completely okay. And we'll town portal you over to Zeradon, where you may wait a little bit. And now that the wait is over, we can super stack our army just a little bit more. I do want a more sizable stack of sharpshooters, as weird as that seems. Hey there, Chestnut. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, and he just decides that fleeing is the best option for him. Okay. Okay, I think I can murk you pretty successfully. That one was a little bit distasteful on your part. Okay, no. There's better ways to do that fight. Sure, I can't do anything about that, but I can definitely do something about the rest. Interesting place to decide to use a thunderbolt, but I ain't knocking it. Dying from heat being a hairy mountain man in a wrong latitude longitude. Texas is great, but heat and humidity are your nemesis. Well, that is one of those self-afflicted maladies that you only have yourself to blame. Do I have Implosion in my spellbook? That's a very good question. We do not have Implosion in the spellbook, but we would like to. Okay, your job in life is to get murked. Early in the morning, the runner you sent to consult with Judge Fairweather returns. He is tired, weak, and suffering from lack of sleep, yet he has returned. A letter is stored in his things and found after he collapsed. The letter opened, you read the following. In answer to your queries, I shall tell you this, young Gelu of the Forest Guard. The unholy order of the Sons of Erebus is a near monastic order of demoniacs and heretics, sharing one desire, to carry out the wishes of their liege, King Lucifer. All are well-trained and seasoned veterans. The most evil and devious of their order is the one called Zeron. According to what I have been able to learn, he is their current leader, handpicked by King Lucifer himself for the job. Though times for them may look grim, never count one out, for they enjoy cheating. There is always some trick up their sleeve. Trust them not even if they should choose to surrender. Good fortune on your quest. Judge Fairweather, Arbiter and Sage. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a bunch of free experience there. You've just immediately decided you're going back into the fight. I'm impressed by the tenacity, though I can't really be too impressed with it, I suppose. Okay, we're just mopping up shit tier heroes here. Next we are going to head to Ash's Cairn. We're going to pick up as much army as we can reasonably muster. And we head to Flan, destroy this idiot. Yep, that's an acceptable outcome. And back to Zeradon, and over here we get fast, and we wait until our mana replenishes. Over down there we have another problem hero emerging. I think I'll actually head over to Flan and start my attack this way. A group of demons appears to be fleeing. Either that or they've been sent on a suicide mission. What a pathetic array of troops. They should be no match for your troops. Ah, Gilu's spirits rise. Nice. Is this the same putz? It is the same fucking putz. Like, what am I even supposed to do about this? He just keeps coming back. Oh, you fucking spandrel. Anyway. Okay, maybe some Shackles of War would actually be pretty good. Do I not have Chain Lightning? I don't think I have Chain Lightning on this one. Was really hoping to get a good morale there. That way I would have been able to wipe that hero out. Anything to do here? No, not particularly. Let's just send you into Ultana. Just have you sit around, get fast. Okay, we've got a cartographer, we've got... This we have yet to visit. That's visited, So the only thing we're missing is this Marletto Tower and, like, maybe this Learning Stone. At dusk last night, a small boy came running into camp, seeking the pale warrior called Devil's Bane. He stumbled in, all haggard and underfed, falling at your feet. He looked up, gazing into your face, and passed out. A couple of hours later, the boy revived and spoke of his time as an apprentice to the Grand Fortsmith, Kazandar. He then spun a tale of working as a simple boy in a simple forge when along came these mysterious people, looking like fantastical creatures who spoke in hushed tones to Kazandar, and the whole lot of them vanished in a puff of blue smoke. Weeks later, he was summoned to again work for Kazandar as his primary apprentice. A great honor it was indeed. The difference this time was the people around Kazandar were not the mysterious figures from before, but rather these people were demonic and frightening. A tall, powerful-looking devil sneered at the boy day in and day out. And when they had completed that which they were being forced to create, the devil called Zeron by his minions ordered them taken to Jagos for their execution. Kazandar, the boy said, was taken away and the boy left to die in a cell. He never saw him again. After only a few days, the boy managed to escape and just now reached here. He had heard of this pale warrior who was steadily defeating the devils these past few months and chose to seek him out. The boy wanted to warn you of the thing that he helped to create, a weapon dubbed Armageddon's Blade. As your army approaches the city of Jagos, you can see a peculiar thing. There are scores of men crucified upon the battlements. One in particular stands out. He has longish gray hair, a full beard, mustache, and a strange aura about him even while dead. It appears as though Grand Fortsmith Kazandar has met his untimely end, and not in a pleasant manner either. Rather, not only has he been killed, but he has been humiliated and put on display for others to mock and jeer as well. You can smell the carnage for miles, yet you are drawn to this place inexplicably. Something must be done to stop this madness. Those who follow the Dark One called Lucifer shall pay with their lives, is the silent vow you mutter to yourself as you continue up the road. Okay, where next? We need to deal with this bozo, but, literally anyone will do. It's Labitha here that is the biggest problem. Good. Got his ass. Okay. Catherine, Gelu, and Roland must defeat the demoniac hero Zeron. If any one of them falls, all is lost. Catherine, Roland, and Gelu will be allowed to reach level 36 and carry over all spells, skills, and experience to the next scenario. How... is it even possible for me to reach a level 36? Like, how do you min-max that? Anyway, start with 5 Firebirds, or start with the Sword of Judgment. Start with Town Portal. I think the Sword of Judgment is the best take here.
With the majority of the Krigan forces destroyed, Arathia's lords have grown weary of this war, and have withdrawn their support. They do not understand. This is a critical moment. To continue this war, I have stepped down as Arathia's queen. Myself, Roland, and the Conflux forces will continue to press to the capital of Eofol. However, between us and the Demon King stands the hero Zeron. We are told he wields Armageddon's blade.
Okay, gonna go for a quick
Succeed
piss.
for the safety of Arathia and the world.
Okay. I have returned. Support has greatly waned amongst Arathian nobility for this war in the past few months. It has been costly in both gold and lives, precious commodities all to be certain. However, this endeavor is of utmost import if what the soothsayer said is true. Should they really have Armageddon's blade, King Lucifer must not be allowed to continue in his mad quest. The line must be drawn here and now. Seeing as how the Arathian people see this war as being over, they have refused to fund your war any longer. Disheartened as you were, you decreed General Morgan Kell would act as regent in your stead. His primary task to find a new leader for the kingdom your father made so great. You chose to abdicate the Arathian throne and ally yourself with the elemental confluxes in an effort to destroy this mad king and his demonic hordes once and for all. Teary-eyed yet stoic, you transferred control of the kingdom of your birth to General Kendall and rode off towards your destiny. When all was said and done, you and Roland were going to return to Enroth and your son Nikolai at last. Arathia was free to rule itself without interference from Enroth. Its destiny was now its own. You had a war to win, a world to save, and could not be burdened by grief over the terrible choices you were forced to make. The days ahead will be filled with rough terrain and sleepless nights. Roland and your forces marched across the fire-ravaged plains of Iafol en route to Krila, the capital city. Word soon spread of your approach, and you were met with great resistance. Though the fighting was brutal, your tactical prowess and Roland's tenacity proved to be the better of the enemy. And you forced them back nearly to the capital itself. Now you have a firm hold on the majority of Iafol, conflux fortresses sprouting up everywhere. The problem came when word was sent to Zeron. Iafol's brilliant warlord had arrived with the near totality of his sons of Erebus, Iafol's elite royal guard. Worse still, spies report he bears a great sword of immense power. It appears, in fact, that your worst fears have been realized. Armageddon's blade is not only real, but here on the field of battle as well. Zeron must fall and the blade recovered if this assault is to succeed. Once he has been defeated, the rest will be mere practice. Okay, which of you is going to be my main hero? You're a level 21, you're level 21, and you're level 18, so you're crap. You're better, but both of you are burdened with expert estates. I think it's going to be Gelu that's the front runner. Or the front liner, in any case. Okay. Nothing really terribly major I need to do here, I think. Okay, so it's Phaedon and Rain Tarina. Okay. Psh, 210 of these boys is a goodly number indeed. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to upgrade Firebirds at the moment. Aha, okay. I see how it's going to be. You at least have the Sword of Judgment. So +5 to all stats for you is good. I'm going to take the Firebirds and... whatever. We'll trade everything off to get ourselves a max stack of pixies just to defend the sharpshooters with. Although... a part of me thinks I should just split sharpshooters into 3 stacks and then... like, this should be okay. Although, no. Firebirds stay at home. Grab these instead. And since I'm a ranged focus... Right, since I'm ranged focus, I'll grab these, I'll grab those. Yeah, this is how we're gonna fight. That is how we're gonna fight. Okay. Gelu now, teleport over to Phaedon. Get a few more of these in your arsenal, and I think a stack split like this ought to do. Okay, and you may return here as a matter of fact. Okay, that'll do just fine. And you can go back and start sitting pretty doing nothing. Maybe you'll be able to get basic estates, who knows. Okay, our first hero makes his appearance. A runner from the north approaches your encampment with caution. He wears the markings of a forest guard scout and bears a scroll in hand. You wave him over, take the scroll, open it, and read its contents. After a brief reading, you turn to the runner and tell him to inform King Roland of this message. The runner leaves to go inform King Roland that Gelu has been sent along as well at the request of General Kendall. Arathia still supports your quest, just not as it has in the past. It is a good feeling to know this war will be won, and won much more easily now that Gelu and his forces have arrived as well. However, the nagging feeling that Zeron is not going to be easy to defeat continues to plague you in the back of your mind. This is a dangerous time, a possible turning point, one you cannot back away from. That blade has to be taken from the terrible hands which now wield it, no matter the cost. Oh, so it just goes back and forth like this, does it? Okay. What do we get from treetop towers? Oh, sharpshooters. Okay, okay. Need to fight these. That's acceptable outcomes. At the very least, every place here has a city hall. It's just two of them are missing a castle. I'd like to get this upgraded pyre up and running, though. Although, actually, what I should be trying to do is just get pyres full stop. But that should happen by the end of this week. For now, you can just sit pretty there where you stand. Your spell points aren't fantastic at the moment because I've been bouncing about all over the place. Yeah, that one's gonna be a bit of a tough ask to complete. You can just sit fancy on that. Next up is building a castle or building a second pyre. Honestly, both are aspirational goals. I could have given him experience here. Could have given him XP, didn't. Honestly, your stats are pretty good. I don't feel as if I really need to buy artifacts for you. Yeah, that place needs a castle now. Yeah, I don't think that was avoidable losses. Those losses were more or less necessary. Castle gate's not important. And for now, you just sit pretty, get your mana back. That is your goal. Okay, you've gotten yourself the castle you needed. You're only up to a citadel this turn, which is regrettable. Regrettable, but it is what it is. It'll still qualify as extra birds. Extra birds, always useful. Yep, that is still the better item. Cool, this place can have its castle, and... Can I build this yet? Ostensibly I could, but it's not necessary at the moment. Oh, hello, you are a... you're an enemy of some repute. Okay, let's see what Meteor Shower does for us. A little bit. Probably should have done something else for it, though. Let's just give you blind. Ah, 5 points off of implosion. Damn it. Implosion would have been the way to go here, but this is fine too. Yeah, totally winnable fight. I think we'll also go a little bit one by one here and just pick up a swack load of Firebirds. The upgraded pyre would have been nice. Actually, it'd be very, very nice to have right about now. But I don't have the scratch for it. Well, since I don't have the scratch for it, I guess this will have to suffice. Well, let's blind you first. If I had a little bit more spell points, I could have actually done this fight. Really? Okay. Even surrender doesn't work? Fine. Okay, so there is literally no saving her. Unless we go back to... Oh, what was the name of this camp? To kill a hero. Okay. Okay, so this was the one I could win. We'll actually start off with blind over here. Okay, do you have Town Portal? You do, but I just... okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that at the present moment. Okay, I need to somehow wait 2 more turns, or this. This would work. That would work, but we'll see if I may or may not have rather unfortunately made a problem for myself. Well, that was useless. I've actually got a better idea. We'll go to Faden and we'll start running fades on the dudes that exist in this area. Hey there, Lazier Soda. Welcome, welcome. Wait for Firebirds or Phoenix is separate. Firebirds are the unupgraded version of a Phoenix. So they're the, you know, they're slightly weaker. A shadowy figure slips into the meeting chamber where you sit with your advisors. The wispy figure takes shape, that of a humanoid made of pure wind. Its voice, one of crackling lightning and booming thunder, rips through the meeting area, gaining everyone's attention. I represent the elemental lords of the Great Conflux. I come before you to bring a warning. The use of Armageddon's blade will soon tear this world asunder. It must be contained, else it consumes us all. Do not dally with this Zeron. He is cunning and treacherous. Be wary of his power. Be warned of his might. Its warning having been issued, the elemental being dissipates and returns to its masters. Those in attendance sit stock still, unable to comment on the proclamation of dread just uttered here this day. You clear your throat and draw their attention back to you. My friends and compatriots, we have now seen proof positive these Conflux lords are indeed working for our benefit, and the benefit of the world as a whole. We must heed this warning and take Armageddon's blade for ourselves. This way we control the weapon, thus controlling our enemy. If we can locate and defeat this Zeron, we can contain this terrible weapon of annihilation before he gets an opportunity to use its complete power. Now, let's get back to work and figure out a way to stop these madmen. Cool, dude got successfully murked. Actually, we're gonna leave all of the rest of this for Gelu. Once he can. Okay, Shield of the Sentinel is great. This would also be pretty cool. But the all stats buff is, I think, way more important. Teapot, though. Teapot, the +6 to all skills, is also excellent. Now we go to Shadow Den. Aha, I see how it is. Okay, so we have Oli maputzing about. Gelu can deal with that quite well, I think. Is this Zenta? Okay, that's Zenta. Yeah, we have a magic well over here, so we should be in fine shape. Okay, Nymus, you are just gonna be murked by this lady because you're useless. Here, have the boots. Boots are pretty good. You can even have this, because I don't have a chest piece that is better than that at the moment. Although I am about to get a better one. Is there an altar of sacrifice anywhere? Yes, there is. Okay. Just to the east of Shadow Den. Need more of the spicy buffalo chickens? The spicy buffalo chickens are indeed quite spicy and powerful, but, wait, really? This is a loss? Fascinating. Well, whatever. Not a main hero, don't care. Hey there, Cornell. Welcome, welcome. A dude says hello to the Hammer people, and the Hammer people say hello back. How you doing, Cornell? By the way, how do you feel about Tacos and Arch's wrong food facts about food not touching each other? Look, the man has the autismus. And a rather desperate case of autismus. Okay, enemy hero Ignatius, close to Zenta. Let's do something about that. Okay, and then he's just over there, but that's okay. We do have to attack it at some point. Okay, here we have a boy named Aiden, who's a bit of a problem. Roland stood to dress his troops, marching back and forth across the makeshift stage he had set up expressly for this purpose. The need for a morale boost became an almost tangible feeling, for tensions were high and some infighting had taken place. No major injuries reported, but there were some incidents. He needed to do something quickly to rally the troops. Lo, these many months we have pressed onward, trudging through the bleak, desolate regions of this accursed land. The time has come where, again, we are the ones on the attack. Our enemy is in sight, and the opportunity has arisen to deliver a crushing blow to these twisted freaks. As you all know, I was held captive by these animals for many years, so I know of which I speak when I say we cannot allow these things to exist any longer in our world. They must be excised from the face of Antagarich like the boil they are. To that end, I need you, your strength, your courage. We must press forward, onto Krila, and obliterate these monsters once and for all. Send them back to hell, where there shall be no quarter, no survivors. The crowd's cheers during Roland's speech of genocide to a rousing close. Upon leaving the stage, Roland is near visibly shaking. The rage in his heart on the surface at last, bringing with it a cloud to his once sparkling eyes, a dark cloud showing the damage done to his soul. Captivity has marred his spirit such that nothing short of total victory can bring him peace. The Kriegans must pay for what they have done to him, regardless of the cost to him and his immortal soul. Cornell wrote a poem. It goes like this. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I'm spitting these bars, so maybe suck on this penis. Good poem. I love it. Another of my favorites in the same vein is, roses are red, spiders are black, the tits on your chest are as flat as your back. Oops. Let's try to correct that a little. Okay, unfortunately no more town portal for you this day. Catherine, you can just sort of, stick around here for now. My boy Roland can also sort of just, you know, camp out. Was it Zenta? Yeah, we're over at Zenta now. Prevents all spellcasting and combat. No. No. I'm not there for it. Okay, there we go, there we go. Quite frankly, I'm just gonna get rid of these, they're not necessary, and then split you up into a triple stack. That should do just swell. Okay. Where do I want to go next? I want to go back to Tormentalis. Okay, good. You're level 25, and it takes forever to advance even higher than that. Good, good, good. Actually, both of you... Wait, you don't have Town Portal. Right, you don't have Town Portal. Okay, so we're over here. This is not visited. This is visited by you. Wrong button. Dude annihilated. Even more spell power is cool. These are not visited by you, nor this. That's visited, though. A small supply wagon shows up with a note proclaiming this wagon is a gift from a friend. Upon reading this note, you smile and allow your thoughts to drift back to Stedwick and an old friend. Did you visit the university? No, you didn't visit that thing. Okay. Well, before we're able to do anything about that... we definitely get you a slice of this. Definitely, I think, a slice of that. Okay, that's good. And now what is the most efficient path for me to get into there? I think we go to Tormentalis. We'll get our magic back fully. Oh no, it's the plague. How sad. Well, there's our boy Zeron. My queen reports a page to you. You have a visitor. He is claiming he represents the conflux. You wave the boy to show the man in, and off he goes to retrieve this visitor. He returns a moment later with a tall, slender man dressed in long robes, his face hidden behind an azure hood. The silver runic trim of the deep blue robes glimmers slightly, diverting attention away from his withdrawn countenance. All that is visible of this mysterious man's face is his neatly trimmed black beard and strong lower jaw. He speaks in low tones, barely above a whisper, with a slight accent noticeable. Greetings, Catherine Ironfist of Enroth. I am called Tamar the Wanderer. I am a walker of the plains, a seeker of knowledge, a protector of lives worth saving. I am also the elemental lord of air. I come here this day to share with you a vision I have had. In this vision, I saw possible futures, both of light and of shadow. You just passed a crossroads, Catherine, choosing the path of light. There are others, loved ones and those trusted deeply, who now face that same crossroad. They are beginning to choose a path, which may be divergent from yours. It is not too late to alter their course. They can be persuaded to return to the path carved in the sun, as opposed to the one entrenched in the night. Choose wisely, Catherine, for if you do not help those whom you love and trust, I fear you will know much grief. A flash of lightning rips across the stormy sky, and when your eyes clear from the momentary blindness, Tamar the Wanderer is no longer in your presence. The warnings of this so-called elemental lord stir in your mind and give you and give you to pause. Could he have met Roland? His pain and suffering might be getting the better of him. Perhaps you should speak to him about this war and its effect on his mind. Your fear that he might slip away and let his need of revenge consume him is almost overwhelming. You send a letter to Roland immediately. Dispatching the messenger brings a slight lift to your wounded soul and allows you to sleep, albeit not well. Let's townporter you to Zentara. Ah. I see what the problem is. You only have basic earth magic. Aha. Tacos are amazing things, and yes, he's way too tism on that food fact. Hold on, final solution. Roland has some good points, though. I mean, look, they're demons. They're only getting what's coming to them. Okay, you're putzing about over there. You're faffing around over here. Galu, you're getting all of your stats up. And... Kelvishan. Certainly a town name. What's your experience at? Your experience is at the point where we just sort of need to fight. What if I just casually Armageddon? Wait, how? Didn't I outspeed those guys? Hold on a second. Like, I know it's the final fight, but like, come on. That was a little bit goofy. Okay, so lightning bolt is still the way to go. Dude just went full fucking Megumin on me. Yeah, see? This is the way this fight was supposed to go. Fine. And we've got Armageddon's Blade. Wow, this campaign still isn't over? It's had like how many missions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We're on the 8th? I have 60 days for Gelu to take Armageddon's Blade to the EFL capital of Krila before the forces of the Dungeon Overlords arrive to reinforce King Lucifer. If Gelu, Roland, or Catherine are lost, your war ends here. 10 Phoenixes, 75 Sharpshooters, or 25 Magic Elementals. I think the answer is Phoenixes, although 75 Sharpshooters is a pretty hefty number.
Our Armageddon's blade is no longer a threat. However, King Lucifer Cregan still sits upon the throne of Eofol. What few clans remain...
They're having a
have
fucking
rallied to
party.
defend their king and his lost cause. Arathian spies tell us the Demon King has requested support from the dungeon overlords of Nion. We cannot confirm this. If it is true, we cannot allow Lucifer to receive this aid. We must dethrone the Demon King. Time is short, but now we wield Armageddon's blade. It is time we take Armageddon into the heart of hell itself.
The spicy buffalo chickens is absolutely the way to go. Anyway, gonna quickly step out for a second. Be back in 30 seconds. Okay. Zeron has been defeated, but managed to teleport away before he could be finished off. Really? He did? Still, we now possess the blade, and it's time for us to end this. How did he teleport away when we stole the blade from him? How does this happen? The last remnants of the Cregan clans have chosen their capital city of Krila to make their stand. We outnumber them, however they are still powerful and may yet take the day with some help. Our spies have learned that King Lucifer is in desperation, has sent an emissary to the overlords and warlocks of Nion to beseech them for aid. We have no way of knowing if they said yes or not, therefore we must fear the worst. At the earliest, it would take an army from Nion some 60 days to reach this valley. We must hurry. King Lucifer must be slain before that time. All that stands in our way is the remaining members of the Sons of Erebus, and supposedly, Zeron has chosen to stand by his king to the very last. They will be dug in quite heavily, so gathering powerful forces is imperative. May the light shine down upon and bless this undertaking. All of Antagarich is depending on our success. Good luck to us all. Okay, well, first things first, Gelu, you're sort of just gonna go around hopefully picking up birds, but that doesn't seem to be in the cards because we have literally 0 money. Catherine, leave these phoenixes behind. Those are going to be necessary on somebody else. And now, one by one, what are the troops I have at my disposal? Fire spell immunity. Okay, cool. We go to Dakota, I believe it was? Yeah, Dakota has these boys. Columbria also has some chickens. Sokon D's. Sokon has no chickens. Staveren, do you have chickens? You do have chickens. Unfortunately, we don't have any money. But this is where we'll leave the sharpshooters behind because, oh, all of the artifacts carried over. That's good. Ooh, all allied creatures become immune to Armageddon. Okay. Actually, we'll restart this scenario. Just because, we can actually carry our entire army with us. Okay, yeah, you can join the fray. I think I'll take the sprites from here. Alright, we've picked up a fairly sizable force now. Oh, Hero is too tired to cast anything useful. Got it. Interesting. Very interesting. And okay, Roland over there. Alright, we town portal to Dakota. Then we make our way over there. I prefer chicken tenders with ranch and sometimes hot sauce. Ranch and buffalo go hand in hand, Colonel. Or Cornell. Fun fact, I have jury duty with a guy that kind of looks like Oates from Hall & Oates. Interesting. How's jury duty been so far? Anyway, during the early hours after breakfast, a runner reports to Catherine that some outer patrols have captured an apprentice warlock apparently on his way to Kreela. On his person, they found a note addressed to King Lucifer. Upon closer inspection of the note, it reveals their worst fears. The overlords of Nion have indeed allied themselves with the devils of Eofol once again. A sizable army traveling underground from the land of Nion is on its way and is expected in some 50 days or so. Catherine blanches at the news, yet shows nothing to the people under her command. She has to be strong at this most dangerous point in their war. Any sign of weakness might lessen their chances of success. Time is not only of the essence at this point, it's a crucial obstacle to overcome. Okay, there we are. Full map. Prepare to get dunked on, motherfucker. Hold on a second. There is something extremely crucial that I forgot to do. There. Extremely crucial thing taken care of. There we go, there's the spell. You're still a problem. And he flees. Sure. I guess, sure. That garrison's gonna be a massive pain in the ass to overcome. But with enough time and patience, we'll be able to do it. Oh yeah, you're still having a putz about. Okay. Khalid over here is not going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. Those sultans are actually going to be a problem. Hold on. There's a little bit of a better way to do this. This still 3,900, so let's just bam. Followed by a dose of you, a dose of you. I'm just sort of wondering where more stat bonuses can be found. Because really all these guys can do is just sit at home and do nothing. Okay. Last eve, as Gelu lay sleeping in his bunk, an odd dream came to him. It was filled with visions of glorious battles and immense personal power being heaped upon him. He saw himself chosen by General Kendall as the new king of Arathia. Later he saw himself as ending the feuds in Antagarich and being named leader of the entire continent. He saw Antagarich finally at peace. All the while in the background was this lovely woman, her eyes the color of emeralds, her skin like fine silk, her hair the color of steel. She was intoxicating, invigorating, and mysterious. In every sequence of this possible future he saw, there she was, and she gave him a sense of calm and strength. The last image he witnessed before waking was that of a finely crafted sword. Instantly he knew this was his key to which he dreamt of. He immediately knew this sword was to be his, and had been instrumental in creating the world in which he lived during that dream. That sword looked mysteriously like Armageddon's blade. Okay, Pendant of Second Sight is crucial as hell. It is extremely, extremely crucial, as a matter of fact. Okay, that's all very important. Now we go through and gather as many firebirds as we possibly can. Just one thing. Your spell points are doing exquisitely. You currently lack for firebirds. That is interesting. Okay, in the darkest hours before dawn, Catherine is awoken by a soft wind blowing across her body, caressing it like Roland often had, pleasant and loving. She turns, expecting to see her loving husband there with her, when she sees a figure in azure robes trimmed in silver runic writing. The figure simply stands there, not saying a word. Greetings, Tamar. What are you doing here? What visions have you come to warn me about now? Catherine asks, quite annoyed at the fact it is not Roland. I have come to impart some wisdom to you, Queen of Enroth, Tamar says, in that soft whisper of a voice. The Pale Warrior, often called Devil's Bane, I have foreseen to be of great import in your endeavor. He alone is the key to victory here. You must see he is given the blade and sent to Krila to face King Lucifer. He has a destiny to fulfill that no one must be allowed to interfere with, for if he is to fall, everything shall turn to chaos. Oceans will boil, the ground shall swallow entire cities, and everyone will die a horrifying death. I do not think that you would want this possibility to come to pass, am I wrong? Catherine stares at the shadow-shrouded face of the elemental lord and sighs, no, of course not. As I suspected, so rest now, Catherine Ironfist, for the days ahead shall be plagued by troubles and filled with glorious victories. You shall prevail if you trust your heart and relax your mind. Heart is the one thing the devils cannot crush. Use it as your most prominent weapon. Good luck. I pray you will be well, as I do for those under your command. With that, Tamar vanishes as if he had never come, as if he were a mere dream. Exhausted and confused somewhat, Catherine goes back to sleep, her task set before her. Gelu is the one who must bear the blade to Krila and kill King Lucifer. It seems a task easier said than done. Okay. Once again, stocking up on firebirds. Is this seriously the best we can do? A message was received by all this morning, informing the leaders of Catherine's armies about the fate of Selene. Selene was judged by General Kendall's appointed judicator, Johannes Bonn, and sentenced to live out his miserable life in prison, performing acts of hard labor and housed alone so he may contemplate that which he has done. Okay, I don't think that there's much more that I can be doing. You visited that. think we have enough forces to take this on. Oh yeah, anti-magic garrison. Quick fix. And here we go. Do I wish to retreat? The answer is no, I don't think I do. Um, 1400, 2200, 2770. Implosion does 4000. Okay. Yep, there he goes. Easy clap.
Lucifer Cregan is dead. The few remaining
Look at this
Cregan
edgy
clans
boy.
have gone into hiding. All but a few of the elemental confluxes have disappeared. I am sure we will see them again, if needed. As for myself and Roland, we will soon depart for Enroth, and I will see my son again. As for Zhelyu, I left Armageddon's blade in his hands. Following our victory, he and his guerrilla army vanished into the Erothian forests. I do not know if he intends to destroy the weapon, or keep it for himself. In time, I'm sure we will all know.
Well, there it is. That was one long campaign. Yeah, he didn't come, he was sitting in the cuck chair in a room. Edge, you mean femme elf. That's a dude, apparently. But yeah, that was the Armageddon's Blade campaign. And with that, I think I'm sorta okay for now. I think I'm pretty fine for ending off for today. Gonna go off and do some other things, because I've got work tomorrow, and there's shows I want to watch, and so on and so forth. Femboy elves can edge. Lol, Lamau. So yeah, that was Armageddon's Blade. These campaigns are oddly inconsistent. Like, here, let's quickly just look at these ones. This one, it's your sort of tutorial campaign, so of course it's going to be easy. This one is easier than I remember it being. This one is way easier than I remember it being. Because I, like, only did a couple of missions out of these ones when I was a kid. Because my first time really playing through these campaigns and actually completing them. This mission set was It was okay. The Necromancer campaign was funny. The end campaign for this campaign set, way easier than I expected it to be. Is this the recommended Might and Magic game to start with? I would say so. In fact, like, between Heroes of Might and Magic, all of the ones that have been released, 2 is okay if you like more of your, like, high fantasy aspect. Whereas this one, I'd say the artwork is better, because the other one looks a bit more cartoony, whereas this one is just way better. You can get a lot more mileage out of it. There's also an entire mod called Horn of the Abyss, which adds 2 new massive campaigns as well as 2 factions, one of which is an original faction and one of which is still an original faction, but it's a resurrected faction concept that never got implemented by the original developers. And it's a very good revitalization of that concept. And then there's also in this campaign a secret campaign here, which is very, very easy. All about basically you find the Grail, take the Grail to a town, and then build a capital. Like, it is such an easy campaign set. You're better at strategy as an adult than when you're a kid, say it ain't so. I mean, it's true, but there's also, like, so much nuance to the way these campaigns play out. Like, or how this game actually functions. For instance, let's actually pull up the autosave here. One of the quality of life improvements is giving you hotkeys that allowed you to split up your army in, on your hero. Because one of the things you weren't able to do is split your army unless you were in town. And let's just delete a bunch of these for the sake of illustration. One of the crucial skills you have to have in this game is, or it's not even a skill, it's just a heuristic, is always put your, especially for the first couple of turns, is have your shooter stack as 1 stack, and then have your tier 1 unit, which is usually a melee unit, like this. 1 stacks. So that you can take retaliations from larger stacks onto 1 unit, that way the enemy units waste damage, and you are then able to attack them with another unit that has, you know, is a larger stack, and is able to do more damage as a result, without taking a retaliation in return. So that's something like you never knew as a kid. That and the inability to do this whole stack splitting outside of towns was such a massive pain in the ass, but now that you can do it, like, anywhere on the campaign map, so much more useful. And something I never... I keep harping on about this, but something I never really paid attention to as a kid is that these 4 stats are very fucking important. Like, if you're not boosting these stats, you're playing the game wrong. Another thing that I never really realized is that expert wisdom functions the way it does. For a long time I also had, like, coming back from Heroes 5 to this game, I thought that, oh, so long as you get expert air mastery, you're able to learn all air spells in a town. Which is not the case. You're not able to do that. All it does is it reduces cost and increases maximum effectiveness of the spells. Yeah, there's other, like, there's some more nuanced things based off of, like, which units you're facing, how are they going to behave. What kind of special abilities do they have? Just a lot of things like that to keep track of, as well as some really hidden stupid shit, like the castle town has champions and cavaliers, which get a bonus to their attack the further they travel. Now, one of those things that's not mentioned in the game is that you can upgrade your cavaliers for free at a stables. If you go to like an on-map stables location, which is not present on this one, if you go to such a location, you get all of your cavaliers upgraded for free. So you have 50 of them, and now you have 50 champions, and it's free. The other thing is that there's a counter to the champion's jousting ability, as it's called, that travel distance, is that pikemen and halberdiers take half damage from cavaliers and champions because they have pikes. And nowhere in the game does it say that. So, just really funny things like that. Other things, specifically with regards to combat spells. Getting expert fire magic and then using Berserk allows you to Berserk not just one unit, but a massive area of enemy units, or even friendly units. And so it just robs them of their entire initiative for that round. So if you have faster speed units like the Phoenix, which is the fastest unit at speed 21, you are able to completely dunk on people with spell casting as the first spells you can cast. What else do we have? Armageddon is of course very funny, because if you have units that are fire spell immune, like Firebirds and Phoenixes, you can just cast this for free without Armageddon's Blade. So yeah, you can cast it for free and not take damage while you destroy enemy armies. And then there's Blind, which allows you to completely remove a stack from play. Which, this spell allows you to swing a lot of combat situations against the AI so much, as you've seen me use throughout the campaign. Inferno is a waste of time to use, Fireball is a waste of time. Like, they don't do enough damage. And hence why you're always hunting for Meteor Shower, because Meteor Shower does fuck tons of damage and does it in a large area. Not as wide an area, I think, as Inferno, but still. Fuck ton of damage in a 7-grid area. Then there's Implosion, of course, which is just the best single target attack spell in the game. I mean, look at this. With my spell power of, what is it, 53? It does 4,200 points of damage, on top of the 200 extra points of damage it gets for being cast as an expert level spell. It's just nutty. Resurrection is another massive swing spell that allows you to not lose armies at all. Force Field is a very abusable spell as well. Earthquake is completely useless. Unless your ballist or catapult gets destroyed, at which point, okay, maybe it has some use. Air Magic is another very important one, because slow and haste spells, being cast at expert, affect entire armies, so being able to do that is very good. Lightning Bolt is also a good single target spell, but then there's Chain Lightning, which is like your next best thing. If you have like a large spread out army, and Meteor Shower's not going to cut it, well, you use Chain Lightning. Other things you can do, and hold on, I think I'm going to show this one off as a matter of fact. Other ways you can bully enemy armies is... Alright, we actually have to fight this army. Like, the chicken nuggets, their problem is that their health is low. They only have 200 HP, however, in the base game, if you have a castle built in your town, you generate 4 of them. Whereas for every other army, you only generate 2 of, like, archdevils every week. Or sorry, it's not 4 of them, it's 3 of them. Or is it 4? I don't even remember. Point is, they have a really high generation, and so they're pretty OP because of just how many of them you can build. But they do have less hit points. Now, the other thing you can do is, if you have really high spell power, you can just suddenly drop a stack of 212 air elementals, and you don't have to give a shit about anything. Because it's, what, 25 health multiplied by 200, so you have... Look, I'm bad at math. Here, we're just gonna pull out a calculator for this. I'm bad at math. Yeah, you get 5,300 HP. Which, the phoenixes over here have, across all of them, about 4,000 HP? Actually, it's closer to 3, so about 6,000 HP. This stack has almost as much health points as this one. So just like insane little things you can do to bully the AI. And it turns into a victory. Just because of this one cast, the AI is suddenly able to outfight this entire army with no other magic. So there you go. Plenty of little quirks that this game has. The other major skill you sort of have to develop is how to economize hero movement across the game map, and how to do hero chaining, which I'm not good at hero chaining in this game. Because if I was good at hero chaining, I'd be able to complete a lot of these missions way faster. You spend less time worrying about reinforcement columns and everything. But doing so efficiently takes a lot of effort mentally, and I just don't want to put up with that. And the other major skill is how do you abuse AI and the way it moves and which units it targets during combat. And that is one of those things that you need, like, you know, years of experience with this game in order to fully grasp. Now you can be a hero of might and magic. See? You can do it too. Archdevils, imagine the levels of Tism. Fair enough. But anyway, that is where we're going to draw things to a close for tonight, because I'm not interested in starting yet another one of these campaigns, because they're going to take probably the rest of the evening, and I'd like to do some other things for now. But in any case, bully urinalists like Smash bullies AI. Yup. Aspirational things to do. But in any case, for now, thank you very much, chat, for taking the time to watch this here stream. As always, I have been Smastian, and until next time, I'm gonna wish you all a good night.